everybody, it's me, Donna. I haven't done a video for a while, but I figure my hair is a mess, but that's okay. I haven't done a video for a while, but I wanted to do one. So my video is going to be on oil and energy. That's what my video is going to be about. So somebody brought up this subject about oil and energy. So I figured that I would kind of like talk about it a little bit. Well, I'm going to talk about how you can, save on those areas in your life so you don't have to use as much. So one of the ways, if you would buy used clothes, because then they're not making them, you're just buying them and somebody else is so you could buy used clothes. And then you could get off a junk list, because then they're not sending you all that extra paper and stuff, and then they're not being able to make that stuff. And then combo trips to town that when you need to go out, you just do a bunch of stuff in that one day. Like you go to the grocery store. Well, maybe you would go to the post office first if you needed to go there, and then you would go to a doctor's appointment, and they have them all in the same area. And then that way you would cut down on gas, because you would try to do everything that day and you make a round circle trip. Well, I've done that before, and that does save a lot of money. And then the next day, maybe you'll stay home for a couple of days and do some stuff around your house. That would be good. And then, and then you could can some food, because then you wouldn't be using plastic containers. Like, you could get some jars, because jars are like, I think they're just like sand and stuff, that how they make them. I'm not exactly sure how they make jars, but anyway, and you could use you could use candles, but you want to use candles with beeswax instead of with other oil products. And then you could have a garden. A garden would save you a lot of money, and then you could put everything in jars and stuff. Or you could give some of that stuff away to your friends and stuff, which would be really nice, because they would appreciate it, And then you could eat local, so then that way they don't have to ship everything into the county that you live in or the area that you live in. And then you could buy like less plastic stuff, like plastic cups, plastic spoons, plastic containers, plastic cups. Everything that's plastic, you could try to not use as much of that. Yeah, that would help you with oil, cutting down oil, so you're not so your blueprint on the world would be less, which would be good. And then you could turn off lights in your house. And I don't know exactly how you would go about to use a non-refrigerator lifestyle where you don't use a refrigerator. But I guess there are a lot of people that do that. Maybe you could do solar or something, and then you could have a refrigerator. And garbage bags, plastic garbage bags, you could cut a lot of them out, especially if you're recycling, because we recycle, we try to recycle. And it says, don't chew gum. I guess gum has a lot of oil in it. Take the bus. Take a train. Because then you're commuting with a whole bunch of people, and then you're eliminating, because you're not just driving by yourself. Carpooling. Excuse me. Riding a bicycle, because that's this all like foot pedal. And so that would save you a lot of, you wouldn't be using as much oil, so you wouldn't be making a big imprint on the world that way. What else could you do? You could use wood if you have a fireplace, and like you could burn that for heat and stuff. Some people have a pellet stove they use. They have all these little pellets, and they stick that in, and that's supposed to, because like some people have big old things where they have to put, like my grandmother used to have like an oil thing, and they had to fill it up. they fill it up so often, but that was very expensive. And she filled that up. I think that's like for the winter time she would fill it up. And then all the oil was supposed to last for the winter because that's the kind of heating system that she had in her house. Natural gas, and then if you could get an electric car, but they're kind of expensive. But then you could carpool, which would save you a lot of money. What else? For crafts, you could use natural fiber, like that would be like hemp and stuff. And if you have carpet in your house, you would have to go to it with natural fiber if you can afford that. And lipstick has oil in it, so you would want like natural tinted lipstick, like beeswax for crayons and stuff. And what else? Yeah, buy used products instead of brand new stuff. That would be good. And what else do I have? I wrote a whole bunch of stuff down. Use a push lawnmower. I mean, they do have them nowadays, so you can do that instead of like mowing your grass with the electric mower, with the gas mower. Drive less and live closer to stores, so then that way you would just walk to the stores or something, or you could ride a bicycle, or yeah, that would be good. And then stop buying plastic goods, and instead of getting the plastic bags at the grocery store, you just take a cloth bag to the grocery store and you have them fill that up with stuff, reusable bags. So that would be good. And then clothes, like my shirt I have on right now is made out of cotton, so it's not made out of like polyester or something that's made out of oil. It's not made out of that, so that's good. And then natural scent, so that would help you. So yeah, this is just some of the ways to cut down on using oil and being more helping the earth more. I think just cutting down your consumption of oil and stuff. And then we got a list of stuff that they make with oil. I mean, they make diapers, digital clocks, dinnerware, DVDs, eyeglasses. So they said about eyeglasses is like you could use have metal frame eyeglasses because of all the plastic in the glasses. The frames are plastic. Frames and fertilizer. I didn't know fertilizer had oil in it, but they're saying it does. Band-Aids, balloons, aspirin, aircrafts. You gotta fly because I don't think you really have control over that. Cameras, candy, carpet, CDs, cell phones, clothing, computers, containers, crayons, dentures, deodorant, footballs, food preservatives, foul weather gear, tires, chewing gum, nail polish, shoe polish. And I only wrote down some of them, and I didn't write down all of them. And then, and then recycling is really good too, because then you're reusing the stuff you already have instead of going out buying more stuff. So, and then the air conditioner and cutting down on heat, like maybe get a ceiling fan or something, but some people say, oh, you're just circling the air that's already in the house, but I think it feels pretty good. And roll down your car windows and drive without your air conditioner. Open up your windows in your house. Hang your clothes on the line. I mean, there's just some of the stuff that you can do. So just think about it. Or get a job that's close to where you live instead of having to drive like 20 miles away. That will save you a lot of money. And then that carpooling too would be really good if you have somebody who works in the same place that you do, and one week you don't drive and they drive that week, and then the following week you drive and you drive them to work. The opposite. So I think that's pretty good. So I hope everybody's having a really good day today. The weather's not that great. I'm going to try to do a couple videos because it's been a week since I did any videos. So I think this is a really good subject, and I think the person who wrote to me and brought up these subjects, so I figure I would do one on that. You know, so we could cut our, and then like if you, wood would be really good. Like if you have a fireplace, you could use that, or you know, that would be really cool. Or maybe cook outside one day. You know, just make yourself a little fire and cook outside. Have some friends over. Have a little pit, and then throw in some old wood in there and have a dinner for everybody. That would be cool. Something like that. You know. So not everything has to be. I mean, there's ways to cut back. It just takes like preparation. When I was a kid, my grandfather, they had this old stove. It was really cool, and they used to throw in all their paper, and I think they put in wood and stuff in it too. It was like a big old stove. It was so cool. I remember it. And they had like these little burners that you would open up and stuff, and then they cooked on it too. Like they like cooked their soup and stuff on it, and then it had a place where you could bake and stuff. It was so cool. It was a big old cast iron stove. It was really cool, and I think about that, and I know that Dad probably kept the house warm, at least the kitchen and maybe the living room and stuff, you know. And then people would go upstairs in the nighttime and just throw on a whole bunch of blankets on them, and then they would sleep like that and get up in the morning and stuff. Yeah, so just think about stuff. And so I love y'all, and I hope y'all are having a really good day. If it's day or if it's night, just think about it. Okay, bye. Talk to you later. Bye.